Good afternoon and welcome to LIU for the PSAL 3A Girls Championship between the 4th-seeded Metropolitan Knights and the 3rd-seeded Brooklyn Lawn Tech Lady Jets. This is the voice of Sage Media, Greg Polius, here with my partner Shaq Mitchell. What's going on, Shaq? We're back here like we never left.
Yeah, it's funny. I was just going to say, I feel like I was just here. But, man, I'm ready for some 3A basketball, I'll tell you that. And the matchup that we got on pat today, Brooklyn Lawn Tech Jets, Metro Campus Knights, man, it's about to be a goodie.
Absolutely. And that's blessings for the Jets controlling the ball. And their star, Zanaya Parsons, already goes up and banks it off the glass.
Zanaya Parsons starting early. Getting to her bag right to the middle.
And Hodzik throws it away. And that's going to be a double dribble.
Good eye by the ref. She definitely mishandled that on the catch.
Real
Zanaya Parsons. Big-time players make big-time plays. He's going to need to be big today for the Jets if they're going to want to come out with the championship.
Just to give a little background about these two teams here, the Jets have what I would like to call a two-prong approach with their two main scorers. We saw the first one there, number 23, Zanaya Parsons, as Blessings gets the steal, but she can't connect. And Kelly Barnes comes away with it. Almost stolen again, and the Jets' defense is relentless. But on the flip side, you have a more balanced attack by the Knights where they don't necessarily have a player averaging in double figures during the regular season, but in the playoffs they have 3 players averaging 12 points or a little more.
And you like to see a player step up, when the playoffs start. So it's good to see nobody averaging, over double digits in that regular season. Let's step up that play. A couple players averaging 12, 3 players averaging 12 that's big for the Knights.
Absolutely. Pierre with the runner, can't hit. Rebound Bonilla. Oh, it looks like somebody stepped out before she did. And in terms of road to the chip, right, how these teams got there, we'll start with the 4th-seeded Knights. They beat Grover Cleveland 83-18, Maspeth 64-25, Towson Harris 70-49, and then the huge upset over girls basketball powerhouse Murray Bergstrom 53-44, and they're looking to ride that momentum into a 3A championship.
Right, exactly. When you build momentum off of big wins, you build momentum when you start to figure it out. Every win. So, both these teams know how to win. Who can put it together today is the real question.
Definitely. Before we get to Lawn Tech's road to the chip, let's give you who's on the court right now. Lawn Tech is in a 2-3 zone.
Yeah.
That was number 15, Brianna Lucas, with the travel for the Knights. On the court with her is number 21, Audrey Walvogel. Number 1, Nisa Hodzik. Number 3, Kelly Barnes. And number 11, Paulina Bonilla. When the Jets come back out, we'll give you this starting 5. But let's talk about the Jets' road to the chip.
Yeah.
Because both teams ended up playing really close Final Four games.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they're really excited to be here. But early on, Lawn Tech beat High School for Law and Science 103-22. Then they beat Beast Channel 75-40. And then McCown 71-29. So both teams kind of ran through to the Final Four.
And, that's what you want. You want 2 powerhouses colliding,
right.
And this seems like what we're gonna get.
What happens when 2 immovable forces meet? We're gonna find out.
Saw a little bit of that yesterday, so should be on tap for something good today.
And Zanaya Parsons, the Blessings, Joseph Pascal. Good hands by Barnes, and Hodgson comes up with the steal.
Metro with a little press of their own.
You got to watch her back right there. Right there, her teammates look like they were trying to communicate to her that, to watch her back.
Alicia Pierre is so savvy, especially on the defensive end. You got to watch her. She can rack up the steals.
With Pierre and Parsons in the backcourt, joining her in the front court is Rose Silla, who was big in that Final Four game for them, along with number 13, Shamila. Almost an and one right there. Going to be 2 shots.
Nice strong move from Lucas. She's going to work her way out to the line for a pair.
Connects on first. Lucas, one of those players that has upped her play in the playoffs, averaging 12 points, 5 boards, and 3 assists, up from the regular season in all aspects. She's actually doubled her scoring in the playoffs.
Absolutely, literally. And that's what you want to see, especially in the playoffs.
Unforced turnover right there. Jets don't want to see that.
Poor pass, poor communication between Parsons and Pierre.
Who are your X factors on each team, Shaq?
Well, I would say for Metro Knights, it would have to be Brianna Lucas, just off of the height and her shooting ability, her being down low.
Boom!
As Haji Denise hits a 3 right there. But I would say her size and her scoring, she's going to have to be the leader on her team. She's one of the big 3, averaging 12 on this team. That's going to be huge. Zanaya Parsons, I would say for the Jets, the Lady Jets. The game kind of changed around. That's the block right there for the Jets. The ball's going to remain with the Knights. Well, actually, the ball's going to go to the – yes, the ball's going to remain with the Knights.
We have our first substitution for the Jets.
It will have to be Zanaya Parsons. You know, the Lady Jets were kind of in the game in their Final Four game. And once Zanaya Parsons got it going, the game literally changed for the Lady Jets. So I think she definitely has to be the X factor because I believe Pierre will play well. She normally does play well for her team, averaging 13 points on the season. So those are my two X factors, Greg.
That was great defense right there by the recently checked in Raven Fauntleroy, as well as number 0, Madison Brown, who's hounding Lucas along with Pierre. I'll get to my X factors in a second, Shaq. In the corner, Hodzik drives. Stolen by Parsons.
Great defensive rotation from Parsons.
As she's going coast to coast. Can't finish the layup. Fauntleroy right there gets the follow on the putback. Came up a little short. You hope she's okay.
What a cleanup right there from Raven.
Kelly Barnes gets it across half to Hodzik. In the corner, Lucas for 3. Boom! Knights faithful loving it.
Lucas in the corner. And lets Raven know about it, the closing defender. What a shot right there from Lucas.
See that pass right there?
And taking her, putting her on her hip right there. Parsons to the cut.
I need Wallvogel to cut that pass off in the press.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the first on Kelly Barnes as Parsons is going to go to the line shooting 2.
Parsons start establishing dominance early. Getting to the basket, being the aggressor.
So my X factor is actually going to be Sharmila down low for the Jets.
Okay.
Is she going to clean up on the boards against a smaller front court? Because the battle of the boards is key. And on the flip side, for the Knights, is going to be Kelly Barnes. Kelly Barnes isn't going to light up the stat sheet, but she's going to do the little things that don't show up in the box score.
Yeah.
You know, the correct rotation on defense, playing the passing lane, cutting the defender off, things like that.
Small things. Things that win you a championship.
Exactly. That's my X factor for the Knights. And she can hit the open 3 if she wants. Wallvogel. And that's going to be over the back on Hodzik.
Out right there from Alicia Pierre. That's your point guard right there. Fighting amongst the trees for the rebound.
Brown fakes the pass, gets across half, and then immediately sent 2. Both teams don't shoot a lot of threes, with the exception of maybe Pierre, and she's fouled.
Yeah, Pierre was a shooter definitely for the Lady Jets, and she works her way to the foul line.
You think there was contact there, Shaq?
When you're small, you tend to get calls when you're aggressive. So her being amongst the trees right there, she earns herself the trip. I think in the fourth quarter that might not be the same call, but
Pierre can't hit the first. Pierre during the regular season averaged 13 points a game. And I just recently mentioned she's their deep threat with 14 threes during the regular season.
Yeah, she hit.
She also averages 16 points a game in the playoffs.
That Final Four game, she hit about four threes herself in that game.
Indeed.
We watched it. Definitely a threat from deep. But I don't think the Metro Knights will be giving her too much room. I definitely see the discipline on defense you were talking about.
Tie game. Good save right there by Lucas. Got to be careful not to get the Palmer violation. And she's fouled on the pass. That's not a foul you want to, give up right there.
It's a ticky-tack foul on your star guard right there. She knows it. She's got to play better defense without fouling. She's going to be needed throughout this game.
What do you think the Knights need to do to stop Zanaya Parsons?
They're just going to have to send multiple bodies at her. She can never be comfortable on the court. A player like that, she gets a little bit of space. She can work her way to the basket. She can shoot the basketball a little bit. And then, she seems to thrive off her defense. So her in that press, you guys they have to do a better job of not turning the basketball over. She scores really well in transition.
It's going to be a double dribble. Going back to that Brianna Lucas hop step, did you think that was a travel?
No, I didn't. I think she landed. I think she was all right that time. I noticed it's a travel once they go for the hop step and they separate the steps as opposed to making one calm landing.
Cross court to Lucas, drives off the side. Bonilla puts it up, can't finish. Gets on rebound. Lucas falls on the floor. That's going to be a travel.
Yeah, I thought it was contact before that travel, but
definitely a little bit of contact. Oh, the DJ's already back on it. Madison Brown gets to take it away. Jump ball.
You're getting scrappy early, Greg.
Yeah, these girls won it. 8-8 tie. Not the cleanest basketball just yet, but again, this is the feeling out process. Both teams trying to understand what the other's trying to do to stop them.
That first quarter is definitely like a small game of chess, you know?
Yeah, the game within the game. As Leah Durante checking in for Paulina Bonilla.
She found what works. She kind of take off from there, but both teams definitely figuring each other out right now.
Here in the corner to Parsons. That's great defense right there by Durante, who recently checked in.
And that was the type of defense I was talking about, Greg. Zanaya Parsons looking to go baseline, but two defenders from the Knights there to stop her and meet her, forcing that jump ball. Nice basketball.
Notice that the Knights adjustment on the press is as Julie Guzman. Pierre going to stay the same, but notice on that press, the Knights are trying to dribble through it anymore. They're passing through it and breaking the press.
Absolutely. Right there, Pierre wanted to foul, but great effort right there. Brianna Lucas getting back into that play.
Romani Williams in for the Jets. As Williams with the ball. Gets the Brown at the top of the key. They send to her immediately. Gets by Hadzik. Pierre in the corner. Gets it to Parsons. Good finish right there.
Parsons right there, but Pierre.
Timeout, Jet.
Pierre and Parsons kind of sound like a law firm right there. I like that.
Pierre and Parsons.
Pierre and Parsons. I like that.
Gonna start seeing them on billboards.
When that ball was clicking and in sync, you see them with the Jets right there. They're gonna go outside, rush Pierre. Pierre is able to get the egg pass down low. Parsons knows exactly what to do. Lady Jets going in up by 2 into the timeout. I want to say yesterday's crowd definitely put this crowd to shame. I want to say that as well.
You know what? I'm not. The crowd is still filing it. They're just like the players. This is their feeling out process.
Absolutely. They don't understand what went on in here yesterday. It was party time.
Man, shout out to all the champions from yesterday.
Man.
And obviously, I'm not supposed to have favorites in terms of teams. The crowd from Gregorio Lutheran, the energy they brought, I felt like I had La Marina back in the day. All my guys, all my people over 30 know about La Marina.
I thought I saw a Dykeman basketball court. I had to blink a couple times, man. It's crazy.
Wall Vogel stops and pops, hand in the face, can't hit. Gets her own rebound. Good hands, good anticipation by Pierre, and she steps out.
Pierre, I told you, not able to corral that steal right there, but you can just see her defensive IQ. She's always in the passing lane or able to get a hand or a deflection on some type of pass.
Wall Vogel closing in on her. Brown stepping up, gets to Lucas. Lucas drives. Wall Vogel, baseline, floater, air ball, rebound, Parsons. Pushing the pace, outlet to Brown. Back to Parsons, and she can't hit. Sharmila with the rebound, snatched away by Lucas, and she's fouled. Great tenacity underneath the basket by the Knights.
Shamila, you gotta go up with that. Shamila was right next to the basket. I don't even know if she realized she was open right there.
That's Nia Chin coming in for the Knights. Nia Chin hit some big threes against Murray Bertram to get the Knights here. Wolvogel driving the paint, fakes, and it gets snatched out of her hands by Shamila.
Swat right there from Shamila. Not fooled by the ball fake.
Parsons one-on-one with Lucas. Pierre from deep. Boom! Hand in her face, doesn't matter.
Alicia Pierre. You knew she'd get comfortable behind the three-point line. Knocks one in.
Great look to Chin in the corner. Lucas drives, hop step. Too strong off the glass. Rebound Williams. Parsons controlling the pace.
Uh-oh.
Pierre, 15-footer, can't connect. It's going to be Knights ball.
I know she missed that, but the Knights have got to do a better job of getting a body to Alicia Pierre. She can get hot very quickly.
Rose Silla and Blessings, Joseph Pascal back in the game for the Lady Jets. Blessings guarding Hodzik, 75 feet. 60 seconds left in the first quarter. Bonilla back in, goes up with it, short. Rebound Silla, gets it out to Pierre.
Oh, what a move.
Gets back to center court. Got to be careful with the palming violation there. Gets into the paint. Good move right there from Parsons.
What a dime. Parsons, so great today in the first quarter.
Wolvogel guarded by Joseph Pascal. And she's fouled. Oh, nope. Called for the palming violation. I thought the ref's hand went up, but then she gave the palming violation symbol.
I also thought there was going to be a foul on Zanaya Parsons for reaching in.
Blessing gets it out to Parsons in the front court. The runner, good rebound, Bonilla. Gets it out to Wolvogel. 3-on-2. Hodzik thought about it, drives. Rebound Williams. Good job. And Lucas goes into the boards hard at the scorer's table at the end of one. Lady Jets up 15-8 over the Knights of Metropolitan.
Man, all right.
There's your crowd, Shaq.
There we go. Now it's a party.
And the Law and Tech boys have just filed in the gym to watch their girls team play, as they are going to be playing the very next game against Epic South. And yes, Sage Media will have that for you as well.
I don't know which one is more of a goodie. This game or the next one. Love to see that, though. The boys team showing support for the girls team. And hopefully, they'll be looking to get inspired and looking to get pumped up for the next game.
So, Shaq, what does Metro need to do? They're not out of it, but what do they need to get back in it, so to speak?
Well, the tandem of the Lady Jets have got it going, and, it's very hard to stop when they're in that mode. So they're going to have to stop, make this offense come from one of their role players, They got to force the ball out of Alicia Pierce's hands. They got to force the ball out of Zanaya Parsons' hands. And it's funny because I was wondering how Zanaya Parsons would show up today. Last game in her Final Four, she had a very late start. She couldn't quite find her footing. She couldn't quite find her rhythm. But today, she's found her rhythm, and it's been the sole reason why the Lady Jets have the 7 points.
So, on offense, I just think the Knights need to fish more at the basket. They've had several looks at the basket and just haven't been able to finish them. But on defense, they can't allow Parsons to operate at will in the paint.
Absolutely not. I would also look to get some more looks to Brianna Lucas. She had an early three. She's also upped her play. She's looking to take on the challenge.
Good hands right there by Hodzik.
Thought that jump ball was a little premature.
I don't think so.
Thought that ball was a little premature.
Hodzik to Barnes. Gets it in a high post to Bonilla. And she can't finish. Takes it back from Williams. And one! And the Knights bench erupts.
Strong finish. Polina being the cleanup woman right there. And one opportunity on the way.
I don't know, Shaq. I might have to play numbers. That's 2 days in a row where I've said some things and it immediately happened right after. Can't quite connect on a three-point play. Williams gets the rebound out to Parsons, out of front court, guarded by Barnes on the wing. Drives middle. Drop pass to Silla. Beautiful look inside.
And that's the thing, when you have players like Parsons, yeah, you can cut them off and try to score, but if they're an unselfish player like that, she finds Rose, Silla, underneath the basket for two.
Lucas had a player down low open. If she would have maybe jump stopped, you know, y'all, I love my jump stop. Pump fake, bounce pass, easy deuce. Raven back in, as well as Madison Brown for the Lady Jets.
Blessings is going to take a seat for the Lady Jets.
Parsons, floater, can't hit. Rebound, Hodzik. Fast breaker opportunity. And she finishes the deuce with Parsons on her tail.
And Nice right there, taking that all the way to the cup.
Parsons going coast to coast. Raven with the rebound and the follow. That's the second time she's done that.
Exactly. Raven's on that offensive glass right now. Second follow-up of the game.
Knights got to do a better job boxing out. Behind the back, in the corner. That was Mia Rue in the corner. Bonilla, foul line extended. Rims in out. It's going to be over the back. Looks on a Rue.
Yeah, Rue came in trying to get that seal off the rebound.
Nia Chin and Leah Durante back in for the Knights.
Parsons taking her first rest.
Coach wants some defensive intensity as the Jets have scored a little too easy. Pierre, beautiful floater.
Pierre,
little runner off the glass.
Just finds a way to get it to work. Right hand, kisses it off the glass.
What's the key, Shaq? Keep it at 10. Gets the chin in a high post, turns, runner, too strong off the glass.
What a save.
Gets it out to Pierre. Pierre gets to center court.
Somebody's got to stop the basketball.
A little too high for Silla.
Yeah.
Silla keeps leaking out behind the defense, and that's one thing the Knights are going to have to watch out for the rest of this quarter, allowing the offense to get behind them at the basket.
Right there on that turnover, Pierre's got to find a way to bounce past that or look up a little sooner.
Pierre guard calling for the screen. Chin gets it to the high post. Jump ball. I thought it was early. And he called a jump ball.
Jump balls have been rather quick. Now you see.
I think that's a good timeout from Coach Yesenia right there.
Like, I feel like there should be like a small fight for the ball, you know? At some point.
I see what you're promoting, sir. As always, want to appreciate all of you fans who are tuned in to the live broadcast here from LIU. This is brought to you by Sage Media Solutions. For all your live broadcasting inquiries, please reach out to @Sage Media Solutions on all social media platforms. And we have some PSAL big dogs in the building. Want to shout out yesterday's, I believe, 2A champs.
Yeah.
High School for Construction Red Hawks.
Yes.
And Layla Portugal just walked in. So shout out to the MVP. Portugal wasn't MVP. But shout out to her and the Red Hawks for winning the title.
Big game for Layla Portugal yesterday. Went out and got a championship for her team.
Both teams come out with the same 5. Pierre thought about it. Good job by Durant to get her to turn around. Good hands by Lucas. And getting on the floor. Gets in the corner of the chin. Good head fake. And she's fouled. I believe that's Pierre's second.
Lucas might have took a shot to the face right there. She's slow to get back to the court.
She's been on the ground about 7 times so far this first half. Durante gets the Hadzik, guarded by Pierre. Pierre in her kitchen. Chen gets into the paint, loses it. Stolen by Pierre. Brown for 3. Off the side rim. Rebound, Raven. Hadzik. And there's Lucas on the floor again.
Man, who has worked hard? Who's hustled harder than Brianna Lucas?
They're going to get Rose Silla with the loose ball foul.
Rose? I don't know if that was a good call right there. I thought if it was initiator of contact, it was Lucas, but
I don't think I think the foul was after Lucas got on the ground.
Oh, okay. Well, then they're calling it that.
Bonilla back in for the Knights. Hadzik directs them traffic from the sideline.
Metro crowd getting into it, looking to fuel their team.
Lucas thought about it. Short. Silla with the rebound. Gets the Pierre. Pierre looking to push the pace. Good job by Aru. And they're going to get Lucas on the hand check.
Lucas and Pierre jawing at each other.
Yeah,
right there.
They're getting intense on the court. Brown on the wing, guarded by Hadzik. And the corner, Parsons back in the game for the Lady Jets. Dribbles back to the wing. Pierre top of the key. 18 seconds on the shot clock. And his 1-2-2 zone looking to change some things. Brown gets it taken away but regains it. And she is hounded right now. And looks like another jump ball.
Great defense.
Lucas
right
is just
there.
everywhere.
I mean, the defensive intensity effort from Brianna Lucas is a sight to watch right now. She is absolutely harassing the guards for the Lady Jets right now. They've been stuck on – we've been at a stalemate right now. I mean, the Knights haven't been able to score, but the defense from Brianna Lucas has been amazing to watch. Amazing.
Sharmila back in from Madison Brown for the Lady Jets. Hadzik looking to set up the offense. Bonilla in the high post. Gets it from Aru. Stolen by Silla, and she walks. I like the idea from Bonilla to pass on the wing, but it's a little too telegraphed.
Yeah,
and Silla was just there waiting.
Yeah, she was kind of sitting on that play, and turnover's going to give the Knights the ball back.
Durante to inbound. And it's a lot of traffic. Bonilla somehow gets it. Can't finish. Good look at the basket, but couldn't finish. Pierre using that speed to get in the front court. Guarded by Hadzik for 3. Rebound Aru.
It's an ill-advised shot right there from Pierre. Got to move the ball around.
And Aru double dribbles.
And look to get her teammates open as Aru called for the double dribble.
Kelly Barnes back in for Mia Aru. Parsons gets lane, stops, pops, off the backboard and banks it home.
Jump stop came a little higher on the court, Greg, but jump stop nonetheless. Nice high floater off the glass.
So Bonilla in the high post. Sharmila got away a little bit of contact right there. Silla in the front court, and she finishes, and the Jets are out and running.
Ball movement from the Jets. The Knights have got to respond.
In the midst of a pretty big run right now. Barnes from deep. Jump ball.
Poor possession for the Jets. Luckily, the Jets were able to get that back. Rose has got to keep that basketball high. Those guards will rip the ball from you if you let them.
That's going to be a loose ball foul on Lucas. Lucas can't get frustrated right now.
Yeah, they got to keep their composure right here. This is a very pivotal time, you know. You don't want to get too over-rattled and let this game slip from you.
As two early fouls as Giovanni Guzman as well as Durante come back and Walvogel come back in.
Poor pass right there from Monty Williams. But Pierre tagging a teammate right there, letting her know it's all good.
Guzman in the high post. Back to Walvogel. Barnes on the wing. Gets in the high post to Durante in the corner. Walvogel for three. Boom! Huge shot from Walvogel right there. Great play and great ball movement from the Knights. And Parsons looking to continue dominating on the offensive end for the Jets. And that's going to be an offense. Oh, that's going to be a travel. And so check that. I have to rescind my boom.
Yeah.
As Walvogel had a foot on the line, it's going to be a two.
You haven't had to rescind your boom too many times, man.
This is true.
Yeah, we normally get that right. It's all right, though. It was the crowd's fault. They decided to say boom. It looked like a three. I understand them. It's all right. It's all right.
You know what? It happens to the best of us.
How many times do you think Mike Green has had to rescind his bang?
If I'm mentioned in the same breath of Mike Green, I'll take that.
Come on now.
Hodzik gets to the paint, falls. Loose ball. Picked up by Pierre. Good hands right there by Walvogel.
What hustle right there from Audrey. Getting back into play, but Pierre's out of dribble with her head up. I know she had a defender on her, but she had Madison Brown wide open on that fast break. Missed opportunity for the Lady Jets.
Pierre drops it. Little turnaround baby hook from in the paint.
I mean, so far, no answer for Zanaya Parsons. By the way, right there, another inside post hook shot right there.
Walvogel with the screen. Gets it back. Down low to Guzman.
She's
going to get called for the travel.
Great defense from the Lady Jets, just stifling defense. Seems like every Knights player that catches the ball has a defender in their face, or maybe even two.
Knee a chin in for Guzman. Almost does it again. Asking for a foul right there.
Yep.
Barnes to Walvogel, stops, pops, connects on a 15-footer.
Audrey getting in her bag. She's getting comfortable. Nails the floater right there.
I would love to see Barnes cut that pass off in the press.
Yes. They've got to be better in that press. They can get
Pierre in the corner. Blocked by Barnes.
Great rotation, no defense from the Knights. Pierre looking to get a shot off. Blocked right there.
Silla comes in for Williams. Gets to Silla. She was bumped. There might have been contact there. There's definitely contact there. I think Parsons needs to cool it a bit. Politicking with the refs.
Yeah. She just wants that foul call right there.
Lucas in for Durante. Just under 15 seconds to go here.
And she knocks down the first.
I'm going to check scores at halftime, but if Parsons had almost 20 points in the first half, it would not surprise me.
Yeah. I mean, she's just been the catalyst for this run right here. No response for her. And I believe the Knights are very lucky that Alicia Peer hasn't really gotten to her bag behind that three-point line, so they still have life.
Definitely. Madison Davis, number 3, checking in for the first time for the Lady Jets as the quarter closes out.
This halftime for the Knights is going to be so pivotal because how they come out in the second half will dictate the entire rest of this game.
If they could get off a 3 right here, go down 10.
Magic number.
Yep. And Chin is foul. I like that. That's a good play call.
Bad foul right there by Madison Davis.
Chen connects on the first. Can't hit. I thought Lucas was fouled. What'd you think?
She was what?
I thought she was fouled.
Fouled, yes. Right there on that rebound play.
That's a good substitution right there by Coach Lloyd, getting Sharmila in the middle of that.
Refs are also going to have to decide which way they want to call it, whether it's going to be tight or let these girls play.
That is going to be the 5th foul. And it's not going to be a foul. At the end of one half of play here at the girls' PSAL 3A championship, the Brooklyn Lawn Tech Lady Jets up 31-19 over the Metropolitan Knights. My partner Shaq Mitchell, this is the voice of Sage Media. Greg Police, we'll see you in the second half.
bunch of kids is down there paying separately. Nightmare. Seems like it was a tribute for the coach. You can mention that. Metro Knights coach. It was like a tribute or whatever.
Welcome back to second half action here at this girls PSAL 3A championship game between the Lady Jets of Lawrence Tech and the Metropolitan Knights. This is the voice of Sage Media, Greg Polius, here with my partner Shaq Mitchell. Shaq, what did you see in that first half?
I saw the tandem of Pierre and Parsons really showed why the Brooklyn Lawrence Tech Lady Jets have gotten to this point. Both of them were in sync. Zanaya more so than Pierre, but that's the reason why the Lady Jets are up 12 right now. The Mites have to pick up their intensity. They have to produce some more offense. Their defense has been great, but their offense has got to pick up if they want to win this game right now.
And since immediately sees the steal and finishes the bucket. She read that steal and Lucas turned her back.
Picking up where she lost. Great defensive rotation. Saw the steal. Handled the finish.
Same way as the lady didn't quite grab the ball. Parsons has been unstoppable tonight.
Absolutely. And she knows it. You know, you can exploit it.
Pierre almost gets it, drops to Barnes, and is poked away by Parsons. I feel like I'm saying her name the entire broadcast.
Man, she's more so handling stuff on the defensive side. If we're being honest, Pierre has been a menace on defense today.
Oh, look at that. We have a kick ball, Shaq.
Ooh. Nah. Definitely got her leg out there. Ref was on point.
Lucas cross court to Wolvogel. And they're going to get her for steps.
Audrey had the right idea. She just didn't have the right footing for that move she wanted to do.
Blessings gets trapped immediately and somehow dribbles out of it. Parsons down low. Pierre can't finish. Sharmila with the rebound. It's going to be a foul.
You know what I'm going to say, Greg.
I know exactly what you're going to say, Shaq.
Shamila's got to keep that basketball high. She brought it down and almost lost it for the Lady Jets, but they're going to retain possession. Man.
Who else but Zanaya Parsons?
Oh, my goodness. She literally caught the ball over Anissa's head, whipped through it, swung it over her head and laid it in. Parsons has just been on a tear right now.
This 2-3 zone has given the Knights fits as Blessings comes up and then finds a way to get back to Lucas. I'm honestly shocked there was no foul call right there.
Absolutely. Thought it was contact as well.
And that's going to be Lucas's third.
Brianna's got to calm down. Brianna's got to take a breather. I'm glad Coach is sending her to the bench for a second because she's very valuable, especially to their defense. She's getting frustrated right now. Game hasn't gone the way she wants, but a lot of time left in this game.
And that's number 6, Jessica Neal. First time we're seeing her today, along with Nia Chin back in the game. Hodzik guarding Pierre. Pierre crosses over, gets into the paint. Beautiful finish at the rim.
Wow. A little bit of I'll do it myself. Alicia Pierre. Tough left-hand layup.
Wolvogel setting up the offense. Neal at the high post. Hodzik drives up and under. Can't finish. Air ball. Rebounded by Scylla. Stolen by Neal. And she's fouled and almost gets the N1 to roll.
Scylla had blessings on her other side. She tried to force that to Parsons. Jessica Neal with a steal and an opportunity for two. Knights have got to be careful to let this game get to an 18-point lead.
Neal can't connect on the first. Splits a pair. Scylla to inbound. Blessings gets it to Parsons. Down low to Sharmila and one!
Wow. They literally, I don't even think the ball touched the ground until the bounce pass. What a way to break that press and get an N1. Sharmila finishing that. And that's how you break a press, Greg.
That is what we call a perfect press break right there. And it's going to stay the same way. Scylla couldn't quite come up with the rebound.
Oh, alley-oop.
Hodzik comes up with the loose ball. Gets in the corner to Aru. And they're going to get her for a palming violation.
Man, the refs are on it with those palming violations. I've seen quite a few today.
Honestly, I'm shocked.
Yes.
This is not something that's called that often anymore.
Yeah, I've seen it about 3 to 4 times today.
There's your crowd, Shaq.
Yeah. There's that playoff atmosphere. Lady Jets crowd getting behind them.
That's going to be a travel.
Yes.
Good defense right there by the Knights.
Absolutely. Lessons has got to reset that one on right there. I know she wants to finish that pass from Parsons, but wasn't anything there. Knights retain the basket.
Hodzik looking for three. Off the side rim. Scylla almost losing it. Blessings crosses half court. Gets it to Parsons. Floater. Sharmila loses it after the tough rebound. Jump ball.
Ball's going to remain with the Lady Jets. Crowd definitely not happy.
The Knights crowd not happy. I thought that worked out by Sharmila. Blessed at the top of the key, guarded by Hodzik. Calling for Pierre to come get the ball. Good denial by Wolvogel, but she loses Pierre for three. This gym was ready to erupt. An unforced error right there as Hodzik can't come up with it.
Testament to how the Knights have not stopped fighting. They just got to produce on offense. The defense isn't really the problem. It's the offense. You've got to be able to score at the late games. You know, you need to have a scoring source. And right now, there's no source for the Knights.
Great pass inside from Parsons, showing off all facets of her game right there. Yeah, drop pass to Sharmila.
She spent the entire first half scoring. Seems like she's doing a lot of floor general work right now.
Hodzik from deep. Parsons around. Jump ball. I got to say, the zone has been given the Knights probably to figure out what their zone buster is against this Lawn Tech team.
For surely. That zone is breakable. You just have to see how to read it and react to it.
Leah Durante and Juliana Guzman in for the Knights. And tipped by Sharmila, using that height. Pierre gets it to Blessings. Blessings gets the roll.
Blessings. Blessings and more blessings. Lady Jets finding gold right there on the fast break.
Waldvogel gets it to Guzman. Short. Rebound Parsons. Gets it out to Pierre. Outlet pass to Blessings. And she's fouled.
And I just think the Lady Jets, just the onslaught, has just had the Knights on their heels. You know, at first, it seemed like they were rotating, you know, with abandon, with reckless abandon, and, you know, with their leader stepping onto the court now. Guzman, Brianna Lucas, I feel like she's defensive leader. They don't play as aggressive defense. She's not on the floor. Perking up her third foul, she wasn't able to be on the court.
Parsons gets to the Pierre for three. Sella gets off into the board. Parsons blocked by Durante, foul.
Yeah, I thought that might have been a clean block right there for Barnes. But Zanaya Parsons has just been in downhill attempt. She's earning those fouls in the rest.
I gotta say this. The Jets the ball very well when they're in the half court. And it's caused to be late on their rotations. On top of that, they're getting out in transition and they're running.
Right.
Not to be the cliche, but they are flying high like the you-know.
Great name. Fits the team, especially with a player like Alicia Pierre in transition.
Parsons adding to point total with 2 at the line. Yeah, he's going to get called for the foul.
And this lead is bloomed to 25. I'm just wondering who's going to...
That's Pierre's third, and she's going to take a seat.
Still going at each other.
She's trying to hide.
Right.
So she didn't get subbed.
I'm waiting to find, I'm waiting to see what player is going to put the Knights on their back.
As Madison Brown checked in. Skip past to Lucas for 3. Rims in and out. Rebound Parsons. Parsons might be working on a triple-double here.
Absolutely.
Good job right there by the Knights. Hodzik at the top of the key to Waldvogel on the wing. Boney in the high post. She's going to get called for steps. After watching NBA games and then watching high school basketball games, sometimes you actually forget what a travel looks like when you watch NBA games.
Imagine if the NBA called all the travels, how long the game would take. They have to literally let them get away with some of it.
This is true. It's going to stay the same way as the Knights couldn't quite corral it. Blessings to inbound underneath the basket. Up top to Sharmila. And that's going to be Knights ball. Sharmila can't bring that ball down, Shaq.
That's going to happen every time with these scrappy Knights wing guards. They're looking for you to bring that ball down.
Lucas drives, and she's fouled. Coach Yesenia coaching the girls up during.
And this comeback can start from the free throw line.
Absolutely.
We're going to have to be the more aggressive team. Right now, it looks like the Lady Jets all the way through.
Shamila with the rebound. Blessings. I think she got away with a travel right there. Brown. Can't hit. crowd wanted that to go down. Law Tech crowd was about to go nuts.
Madison Brown right there. Madison Brown right there. She made a niece touch earth. Crowd
Williams,
loving it right there.
Romani Williams and it's fitting that I talk about the Law Tech boys cheering on their girls team right now because they play next against Epic South High School. For three. Rims in and out. Rebound Silla. Williams pushing the pace. Gets it to Madison Brown. Parsons. Too easy right there. Inside with the runner.
Nia Parsons. Like clockwork, isn't it?
Blocked, but there was contact. Somewhere. Did you see it?
I don't think I did, man. I cleaned my glasses extra today, Gray.
Mia Root coming in for Leah Durante for the Knights. And Matt Davidson for the Jets for Sharmila. Isaac on the year in the regular season averaged 9-3, and here in the playoffs averaging 12-4-4. Coach puts Lucas back on the line. Look for that physicality for the offense rebounding. Won't be needed. Good hands right there, but that's going to be a travel on Williams. That's how you get your hands up a press right there.
Absolutely. All the deflection, disrupt what they've got going on. Leads to
full timeout, Lawn Tech. Just under 150 to go here in the third quarter. So, as always, thank you guys for watching this live broadcast brought to you by Sage Media Solutions. For any live sports streaming inquiries, please reach out to @Sage Media Solutions on all social media platforms. So, Hodzik gets it to Wallvogel. Back to Aru. Wallvogel thought about it, gets in the paint, and it's stolen by Davis. Davis gets to Parsons.
Lost a footing right there. And I like this look for the Lady Jets. They got Zanaya as the main ball handler right now. That offense running through her.
Yeah. Williams gets it to Davis. And she's fouled. I said Davis. I got the wrong Madison. That was Brown.
Yes.
And both teams in the bonus right now. So for the next 68 seconds, it's going to be free throws, any foul.
And, you know, this can work in the Knights' advantage, being in the bonus. Points to catch up, points to cut off this lead. It's a large lead the Lady Jets have built, but it's not insurmountable.
It is not insurmountable. But the key, while it is a major key, shout out DJ Khaled.
Right.
Stopping Parsons, especially with Pierre out of the game.
Yeah, she's never had a quarter today where she's been out of it. She's been in rhythm, in step the entire game. And
Blessings gets it across to Parsons. That's going to be a jump ball as Scylla and Brianna got there at the same time. Want to take time to shout out to Colleen supporting the Jets from Georgia. Love Mom. Sage Media even does shout outs.
We do shout outs. That was
5-second violation.
It's a family
That's right,
show.
family friendly.
Come on now.
Just tell the producer, put it on my bill. Aru out to Lucas. Spins. Gets the ball Vogel. It was tipped, so it's not going to be a backcourt. They got to be careful with those cross passes.
Yeah, those are
10 seconds on the shot clock.
Throw.
Almost an and one. Good job by Lucas getting to the hole.
Much more aggressive from the Knights in this last couple of seconds. They've been to the foul line much more than they've been prior quarters.
So I could be wrong. I'm sure somebody will correct me out there and see me walking the street. Hey, you got that wrong. But I apologize in advance. But I think against Murray Bergstrom, the Knights were down 7+. And Lucas hit like 3 of those scoop layups in the fourth quarter. And I think 2 of them were an and one. And it changed the entire tide of the game. So even though there's 33 seconds left and the Jets are up 21, they still
they've got to lift the lead.
Agreed. Parsons slow walking it, gonna hold for the last shot. About a 1 second difference between shot clock and game clock. No, 8 seconds. Oh, Pierre back in the game. Gets the ball. Parsons drives, stops, pops, can't hit. That was a good defensive possession to close out the quarter for the Knights.
Great defensive possession.
Going into the fourth quarter, we are 8 minutes away from crowning a PSAL 3A Girls Champion with the Brooklyn Lawn Tech Jets up 47-26 on the Knights from Metropolitan. Oh, as Shaq, we spoke about the crowd earlier, but we got to give a shout out to all the supporters who are here at 5 o'clock with a work day.
Right.
Watching these girls play. Because Lord knows it is not easy getting downtown Brooklyn at 5 o'clock on a Monday.
You guys are dedicated.
Especially for those of you that drove. You guys are the real MVPs.
We don't have to talk about the traffic laws you broke. It's fine. It's cool. You know? No one saw
Flatbush must look like a zoo. I don't envy any of you. I'm actually glad I left the car home with my wife today.
Man. You know, even though the Jets have a 21-point lead, they're going to have to learn how to play with this lead. The Knights are not completely out of this, but they've got to get some threes to fall. I really feel like that, Greg. You know, they've got to get some type of three-point shooting, some source of continuous scoring because the production is lacking.
So Parsons started hot in that third quarter but kind of trailed off, especially when Pierre was out. Pierre's foul trouble is key to me in this quarter. If I'm the Knights, I go directly at her.
Yeah.
Also, I would love to shout out LIU Brooklyn for hosting this event, home of the former Eagle Brooklyn players Eric Acker and Trayshawn Shepard.
Absolutely. It's probably been my favorite setup so far.
One Vogel for 3. In and out. Sharmila snatches it out of Bonilla's hands. Out in front to Pierre. I thought Pierre got away with steps right there.
Yeah, I think that pass took her out of her spot.
Hodzik, as she finishes in the paint.
And that's the type of plays you want. Denise Hodzi finishing in transition, cutting this to a 19-point lead.
And that's a violation.
And that's how it starts. I told you, momentum is like a pendulum. Couple of good plays, couple of the right energy. Game starts to look different.
In and out. The rim has not been kind to shooters
Yeah, they
tonight.
haven't. They've had to work for every single point today.
Blessings bringing the ball up the court. Love to see some pick and roll action right here with Parsons. Lucas. And I was just going to say she has to be careful. That is her 4th foul. Also, on the flip side of that, Pierre needs to keep her head because she can get teed up here, and that would be her 4th. I think Pierre took that personally.
Yeah. They've been going at it for the entire game pretty much.
Parsons drives. Blocked from behind by Barnes.
Great block from Barnes.
Blocked.
Wow, what a strong move from Lucas. I like that move right there.
I don't like that move.
I like that move.
You know why I don't like that move? Because she has 4 fouls. I do not like that because that could have easily been a charge. Luckily, the defender wasn't set. If the defender's set, that's a charge. And their most important piece, their emotional leader is gone with only a minute and change taken off the clock in the game.
Well, let's be lucky they called the block, right?
Absolutely. But what do I say, Shaq, in those moments? Jump stop.
Jump stop.
As she connects on the first.
Couple field line trips. The Jets who were once up by 25 only lead by 18.
Sharmila with gets it to Parsons. Gets across half court. Pierre thought about it. Drops it to Blessings. And she travels. Oh, double dribble. I mean, take your pick.
Yeah, there's a couple of choices that could have went there, but those skip passes that are going across court, very dangerous passes, and I'm seeing from both teams.
Williams coming in for Blessings, and the Metropolitan crowd awakens. Walvogel in the corner of Barnes. Brings it back out. Gets to the top. Vogel from deep. Boom! From downtown.
Audrey Vogel. That's her 3rd triple of the game. Probably her biggest 3 yet.
Sella to Pierre. Steps up. That's how you quiet a crowd right there.
A response right there from Pierre. Mid-range, cool, calm, collected.
Hodzik guarded by. Looking at Bonilla in the high post. Just gets it back to Hodzik. To Walvogel again. Oh! Heat check. Time out.
Audrey has come alive in this game for that. I said it during that last break. They need orders for 3-point shooting. Audrey knocking down 2 last 2 possessions.
Gentlemen, I believe this is what we call it. It is brought to you by none other than His Solutions. For all your live sporting inquiries, please feel free to reach out to @Stage Media social media platforms.
Is the comeback brewing, Greg? I don't know. I feel it.
The momentum is shifting, and there's a lot of time in this game.
Absolutely. I think Zanaya needs to wake back up again and really finish off whatever she started in this game, because the Knights are working their way back.
And there's 2 things at play here. How is Coach Lloyd going to stop Walvogel on the perimeter, and how are the Knights going to get her those open looks?
Absolute screens. Her running around. Stop moving. If you're a shooter, you should never stop moving.
Here, get guarded by Walvogel. corner. Thought about it. Good head fake. Dropped the beautiful pass from Pierre.
My goodness.
Rosella with the finish.
Oh, Pierre. Leading the
The
charge.
Knights have to be not to trade buckets right here.
Absolute.
Bonitez. Lucas gets the rebound. Jump ball. Lucas has to be very, very careful. And that's exactly what the ref is telling her right now. The crowd pleaded with the ref that it's the Knights' ball.
Pierre's got to be careful.
And much to their day, it is the Jets' ball. And this is why possession arrow stinks. Williams gives it up. Gets it in front of Pierre. Got to stop ball right here. Can't leave a shooter open with that much space.
I love the adjustment Pierre's made. She's tried a couple of threes. They haven't fallen. She's hit a couple of them, but she hasn't hit the last few. She's taken a step into that mid-range. Last two shots, knocked those
Nothing
down.
but the bottom of the net.
Absolutely.
Lucas. Miscommunication between Lucas and Barnes. Just thought Barnes was going to stay right on the... And the ref is saying Law and Tech hit it out. Now, I don't know, for those of you who watch Power, some might course correct.
Absolutely right there. I'm not sure if Parsons touched that, but I guess the ref was on it, and he made a great adjustment.
Wolvogel a little overzealous. And Parsons out in the open. Will not stop. She gets the easy bucket. Lead back up to 20 points.
Parsons has got her jam sport on right now.
Unforced overs.
That's two turnovers from the Knights. He passes out of bounds. You've got to calm down and lock in. We've only got a little bit of time to make this game close again.
Wolvogel drops back, gets to the Silla at half. On the wing to Pierre. The time is... And
oh my goodness.
Pierre's unconscious right now.
Oh my goodness. These last three jumpers from mid-range, all cash money in the bank. Pierre balling right now for the Lady Jets.
Gets it to Bonilla and she's fouled. What I was going to say before, Pierre, what looks like a rewind of 3 straight plays.
Right.
Law and Tech, time is on their side. They're taking the air out of the ball.
Yeah.
They're not going to allow the Knights to make this comeback if they continue to hold the ball and take the shot clock down to within 15 seconds.
Yeah, they wavered a little bit, but they haven't let this game get anywhere close yet. Another turnover by the Knights.
I didn't like that pass into the corner off the inbound.
Yeah, that's not a good entry pass.
Parsons setting it up for Pierre. The 1-2 game. Great pass in the high post. Beautiful no look. The two woman game right now,
man,
is
it's a law firm.
I'm trying to find the words for it. Let me go in my Walt Clyde bag real quick. Pierre and Parsons are slicing and dicing his defense.
Exactly. But yeah, their chemistry is just so good, and the Lady Jets just play well surrounding that tandem. When those two players are on, the Lady Jets are almost unstoppable.
I remember when we did the Final Four game between South Bronx Prep and Law and Tech, and I said one of the ways that it would be possible for Law and Tech to be successful is to operate when South Bronx was sending two at her when she was controlling the ball. But if she operates from the high post, she literally could do whatever she wants. And we've seen that all game.
Absolutely. She's catching at that free throw line. Sometimes she can pump fake, hit the floater. She's so versatile. A tough player to stop, tough player to stay connected to.
Nia Chin in the game for the Knights on the inbound. Metro trying to make an improbable comeback, and it starts with an and one. Hodzik going to the line to try to complete the three-point play.
And one floater. Nothing but the bottom of the net right there.
Blessings in for Raven. I don't have a PSAL record book in front of me, but I'm sure if the Knights were to make this comeback, and these 3 minutes and 7 seconds would be one of the largest deficits to be overcome in PSAL history.
You wouldn't be way off, I don't think so.
Pierre, too strong. Knights basketball.
Yeah, Pierre's been so good today. Right there, she just couldn't connect on the three from the corner, but overall, she's been special.
That's Guzman. No foul call. Parsons with the rebound. Both Knights fell. Parsons had numbers. I thought she would have gone down the court faster, but they're playing the clock game as Coach Lloyd intended. Short, Silla can't get the rebound, but Pierre there for the cleanup. Coach Lloyd wants them to back it out, run that clock down. Blessings gets it down low. Blocked. Hodson comes up with the rebound.
Possession was really long there. They really didn't do it much with it, but they ran some time off that clock.
That's going to be a block, and Lucas is going to go to the line.
Lucas is back on that court.
He's taking a beating tonight.
She has really left it all out here on this court.
Shamila and Raven back in the game for the Lady Jets. Short on the first. For those of you that are tuning in and love Sage Media the way I love Sage Media, because clearly I'm here with you guys along with Shaq, make sure you tune into our second game to try to watch the boys Lawn Tech Jets take on Epic South in the 3A boys final.
Yeah, that was going to be a good one, man. Jets versus Jaguars. Sound like a football game, right?
It does sound like a football game. I mean, it was a football game. As a Jet fan, yeah. I would rather not speak on it. But we're going to keep it basketball.
Yeah, we could just keep all our comments about the Jets to ourselves.
And one. How fitting is it?
Zanaya Parsons.
Zanaya Parsons.
Greg, Zanaya Parsons has done it on all facets of the game today. Rebounding, setting up her teammates. She's been unstoppable scoring the basketball. I don't even think she's taken a three today.
And that's number 12, Andressa Diaz, we're seeing for the first time. Blessings comes away with the rebound. I'm not sure who the foul was on. There's just bodies everywhere.
Man. Brianna Lucas was on the court yet again on that play.
They're gonna get Parsons on that foul. One more foul for the Jets, and they will be in the bonus. Unless this is that foul. A scorekeeper was a little late for me. Hodzik trying to cut into this large deficit for the Knights.
And the Knights are a very, well-balanced team. It's just they couldn't find a person to, lean on in terms of offensive production. And whereas the Lady Jets have two players, at minimum that they can rely on to score.
I did say they had a two-headed monster in the Lady Jets to start at the start.
Offense, they say defense wins championships, but offense wins games.
I don't think that's how the saying goes, Shaq.
It definitely is.
Offense sells tickets.
No.
Defense.
Well,
because if you're winning championships, you're winning games.
Offense wins games.
Boom! That might be the dagger. Shaq, I am not going to agree with you. I'm going to have to go to Andre, the producer, on that one because that doesn't make sense to me. Pierre having a huge second half. Huge fourth quarter. Aru keeps it alive for the Knights.
I think that was blocked by Shamila.
If Parsons has like 30 and 15, I wouldn't be shocked.
Man.
While Pierre is probably chipping in like 15, 16 points herself. The Law and Tech crowd starting to celebrate. Nine seconds on the shot clock.
The crowd's starting to turn up. They feel this championship closing in.
Knights ball, 22 seconds left.
Zanaya Parsons is going to take her final seat.
Zanaya Parsons getting an MVP chance for the Law and Tech crowd.
Coach giving her a big hug on that bench. He knows what a special player she is to this program.
10 seconds on the game clock. Good move right there by Hodzik as she comes up hurting. And that is going to do it for us here for the PSAL Girls 3A Championship. On Tech Jets, Lady Jets are victorious over the Knights of Metropolitan, 64-40. Amazing game by both teams, but have to shout out Zanaya Parsons for an immaculate performance and her running mate Alicia Pierre.
Man,
congratulations to the Law and Tech Lady Jets.
Man, they really went to go get this win. Their star players showed up. How many times have we seen teams just in any sports where their main players just kind of pull the rug out from under them? They disappear in these big moments. And what a way to be able to rely on your star players to get you to the promised land. And the Lady Jets are successful today.
And so for those of you out there viewing, you can continue to watch as these young women get their flowers for participating in this game, and the champions obviously, get their hats and shirts. But the two of us will sign off. For my partner, Shaq Mitchell, this is the voice of Sage Media, Greg Polius. We're going to see you for Game 2 shortly.